So, my Packers lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers about a week and a half ago. And every morning I'm hearing those cannons fire, and it just brings me sorrow. It's tough living in Tampa Bay as a Packers fan. But I think I'm going to have my moment of silence. So please bow your heads. Okay, now I'm over it. Go Bucks. We got the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. What's going on, y'all? My name is Coach Kyle. I coach for Radiant Aquatics down in Clearwater, Florida. I am hoping to do some videos regularly, upload them to YouTube, some coaching tips, advice, just talks on running a swim program. So, we'll see how that goes. My first subject I want to talk to today, I think it's one of the most important things that any coach needs to have with both a swimmer and their parents, because not everyone's always on the same page. It's basically about being a competitive or an elite swimmer. There was an article that Gary Hall Sr. wrote a few years back. Gary Hall Sr., obviously an Olympian, son was also an Olympian, runs the race club. He wrote this awesome article on Type A and Type B swimmers. On our team, we call them either competitive or elite, and when kids get to be in high school, they need to have this discussion both with their parents and their coaches just on what type of swimmer they are, and then how dedicated they're going to be basically to swimming. All right, so first off, you got your competitive swimmer, and I would say probably 80%, if not more, of any team has competitive swimmers. They are the ones who really enjoy the sport of swimming. They want to see progress, but they also have a lot of other things going on in life, perhaps work, student government, art, maybe just academics they're really into. But it's basically the kids who enjoy being there, they enjoy having the camaraderie, they enjoy being part of the team, working out, seeing physical attributes, but they're not all in. We really try on our team to have a place for those kids. As a swim coach, a lot of times we're Type A coaches, so we want those kids who are going to be there every single morning, every single afternoon, giving everything they got. And the fact is, there's just not all kids are like that. Some parents always aren't on that same page. A lot of age group kids can be super talented. They get to high school, and they may have the talent there, but they just don't have the dedication that's really needed to be a Type A swimmer. And a parent really needs to have that discussion with the coach and the swimmer to be on the same page, because we've got some kids on our team who we just have had to tell the parents, like, hey, listen, they're not that type of swimmer, and that's okay. They're enjoying themselves. They're showing up. They're a big part of the team. They're super positive. They build their teammates up, but they aren't going to go off and set world records because they just don't have the dedication or passion to it. Then you also have the Type A swimmers or the elite swimmers. Those are the ones who push all their poker chips to the middle of the table. Like, this is what they do. They go to school. They put their family first. If they have religion, that goes first. And then third is swimming. Like, they make school happen. They do a good job in school. They keep their grades up, which most swimmers do fairly well anyway. But other than that, they eat, sleep, and swim. They show up to every morning practice. They show up to weights, dry land. They're ready to work. They're one of the first athletes in the water because they want to be there. But it's really about making the decision, the commitment, like, okay, I'm committing to this thing. I'm going to do the best I can, whether I feel like it or not, because everybody is going to have days where they're mentally and physically exhausted. And these kids have already made that commitment. They've made that decision to be there and to give the work the best they possibly can. Everybody has off days, but that commitment is underlying, and they're stuck to it no matter how they feel. Now, swimming, obviously, is not a super lucrative sport for most people. I think I looked up Katie Ledecky's annual income, and it's like 460 some thousand, which is great, but she's the best female in the world. She's setting world records on a regular basis, and that's all she's making. Like, that's insane. I think Simone Manuel was like 60,000 or something like that. It's not that much. It's hard to make a ton of money swimming. Now, one of the best things you can get swimming, college scholarship, all right? Well, with COVID, even that's tough now, and I think it's really important for parents to realize that, and swimmers, that it's tough to get money right now for swimming. It's very difficult. We had a gal that I didn't develop her as a swimmer, but I had the opportunity to coach her the summer before she went to college. She went to Dartmouth, went in her freshman year, set, I think, the freshman record and maybe the school record in the 100 and 200 breast, took second or third at Ivy Leagues, Ended up being rookie of the year for athletics, continued that progression through the next couple of years. Well, she's going into her senior year this year, and they cut the program. I mean, that's life. That's how it works. I mean, we always tell the kids, you got to appreciate every single day that you have here at the pool. Enjoy yourselves, because you don't know when you're going to be injured. You don't know when COVID's going to spike up again and we're going to have to cancel practices. You just need to take every day as the blessing it is. Thank God for every breath that you're given, and really that's the attitude you need. Enjoy yourself at the pool. Have fun. Be around your teammates. Have a good time. The fact is, it's hard to make it in swimming and even getting a college scholarship. Now, I don't want to deter people from not going to swimming college, because there are colleges around the country that have swim programs, and anybody who swims could find a program to go swim at. Rec leagues have gotten really big in colleges over the last few years, so there's opportunities to continue swimming, and that's one of the beauties of swimming is you can take it up to be a master's, to be 70-some years old and going to Masters Nationals and competing with folks at Masters meets. It's a really neat sport in that you're able to do that. But it is tough to get a college scholarship, and that needs to be a reality for both the parents and the swimmers, that you could dedicate. You could be an elite swimmer, you could be a type A swimmer, you can dedicate all this time to it, and you may not get anything. And you have to ask yourself, am I okay with that? Can I live with that, putting in all this time and all this effort and not receiving any money or any scholarship for it at the end of the day? And I think there's a good amount of swimmers who can, but they need to have that realization that it's about the process. It's about enjoying every single day, every practice, every meet, every race, every moment you have with your teammates, with your coach, and seeing how it builds the character that you have. It's not just about that money or that scholarship. It's about your character being built up and learning how to work hard and learning how to time manage, because swimming's very demanding, and you need to be able to time manage really well with your academics. Most of my friends who I graduated college with, we were all fairly high-level swimmers, and you look at them now, they're very successful because swimming really helped mold and form them into learning how to be a good teammate and showing up for things on time and giving their best effort. I mean, they're fantastic employees, and they've done very well in life. They make great husbands, great wives, great fathers, great mothers. Swimming is such a great sport, and there's so much that it gives you besides just going and setting those records or setting those scholarship goals. Not that any of that's wrong, but it just needs to be taken in perspective. So thank you all for watching. That's Competitive and Elite Swimmers. It's a talk that every swimmer needs to have with their coaches and their parents. So I hope that you found this helpful. And we'll see you next time. I hope to bring this to you guys twice a week with random topics about swimming. Could be technique, could be how to set up a season, or more talks like this. So that'll do it. Rad Dad out.